Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy weekend. I hope you're having a really good one. So today's video, I wanted to do a newborn and postnatal hacks kind of video. I wanted to share kind of the things that I have learned about how to look after a newborn or how to make things easier with a newborn with my limited experience of like 5 weeks nearly. Because we were in hospital for our first week of Lawson's life, we learned so many tips and tricks off of nurses and midwives and hospital staff, and we've kind of learned like on the go as we've been at home as well, and I wanted to share them with you. I also put out a little plea on Instagram and Facebook to some of you to get back to me about your newborn hacks, to see if you guys did anything that I haven't learned at all or haven't tried, and I got some back from you, so I'm going to share those as well. And yeah, so hopefully this will be like a little kind of tips and tricks video for newborns that hopefully you will find useful, and some postnatal hacks that hopefully you will find handy as well. So I'm going to start with newborn hacks first of all, so things that are going to make your life a little bit easier with a newborn baby. So the first one is getting dressed. Now we learned this little tip from hospital. As you know, or as you may know, getting babies dressed into like little sleep suits or baby grows or tops is not the most straightforward of tasks at all. They tend to like wriggle their way out of it and squirm, and they don't make it easy for you. So we learned this little trick in hospital. I don't know whether it is a little trick or whether it's just how you're meant to do it, but we found it really helpful anyway. So yeah, you put basically like when you're putting that arm in the sleeve, you like roll up the sleeve and put your hands in the sleeve, and then basically like pull their arm through, rather than like trying to like wiggle the sleeve and kind of get their hand through that way. It's just loads quicker, and we have been quite well practiced in this technique now, and we find it is just a lot simpler, and if your baby's hungry and you're trying to change them, it just, I don't know, it creates a lot less stress, I think. The next one is kind of a bit random, but our little Lawson, I don't think he poos like a normal baby. Like he, instead of doing a regular poo, sort of, I don't know, after each feed or however it is that babies normally poo, Lawson likes to kind of build it up and leave it for kind of, 24 hours or so, and then explode, basically. So that means that Lawson, like as we are changing him, he will be pooing as we're trying to change his nappy and clean his bum, and then he wheezes and it goes in your face, and it's just a big old mess basically once a day. And yeah, it's just really messy and stinky and a bit gross, to be honest. If you find that your baby is doing regular explosions like that, we have actually been putting a puppy pad underneath Lawson so that we can kind of, because originally I was changing his nappy and I was trying to like catch the like poo that was coming out with like other nappies, and we'd waste like 4 or 5 nappies each change because I'd just be like catching it with new nappies underneath, and nappies are expensive, so I didn't want to do that. So now we just use a puppy pad. So we take his old nappy away, we put a puppy pad underneath him, and he can poo all over that till his heart's content, and it doesn't really matter because it's a puppy pad and it's disposable. And then we just wrap it up with the nappy, chuck it away, put a new one on, boom. Job done. Wind for babies is sometimes a real issue, or it can be a real issue with Lawson. It has been quite a struggle, though he is kind of getting a bit better now. But the past few weeks he has really struggled with his wind. So we have learned a couple of tricks from like nurses and family members that have really helped us in terms of getting up his wind. So after a feed, what we will do is we'll kind of lift him. We'll hold him underneath his armpits and like lift him up and down, and this really helps to get the wind out. And then also we've been doing like some massages as well, like baby massages. So if you lie them on their back and like swirl their legs around in a clockwise direction, that really helps with getting wind up as well. And so does lying them across your lap and rubbing their back as well. They find that really soothing, although it's a bit hit and miss with Lawson. Sometimes he likes it and sometimes he doesn't. So you just kind of have to try it, and if he likes it, then awesome, and if he screams, then change it up again. So yeah, just a few little tips there for getting wind up if your baby particularly struggles with wind. On to some very quick postnatal hacks then for you guys just given birth. The first one that I have learnt is to buy cheap jeggings. My body shape has changed an incredible amount. I haven't even tried to try on my pre-pregnancy jeans just because I don't want to give myself an emotional time, because I know that I'm not going to fit into them. So I went, like literally in the first couple of weeks after Lawson's birth, I went to Primark and I bought a couple of pairs of jeggings. They're just really good, they're really stretchy. I bought them in the size up to what I would normally be because I know that I've gone up a size. And they were literally like £7 each. So you're not wasting money, you're not saying this is my size now. Like, I still want to get back down to my pre-pregnancy weight, but just as a temporary, I don't want to make this time more depressing by only being able to wear leggings or jogging bottoms. I want to still have a fashion sense and feel like my old self, and I usually wear a lot of jeans, so jeggings are a really, really good shout. And if you don't want to spend too much money, if you are hoping to get back into your pre-pregnancy jeans, then Primark is the way to go. The next one is a really, really helpful one actually, and this was given to me by my sister-in-law, and that is to have downstairs or in the room where you are going to spend the day with your baby, is to make a baby basket that has everything in that you're going to need for the day, so you don't have to keep legging it up and down the stairs or into different rooms to grab what you need. So I'm probably going to do a separate video of what's in my baby basket, but basically it just has everything you need in it right there, so that you've got it and you don't have to keep running all over the house to, like, I don't know, get stuff. We also have several packs of like baby wipes and nappy sacks. We have like one for upstairs, one for downstairs, one in the changing bag. Just makes life easier rather than having one pack and then being like, where's the one pack? Yeah, buy in bulk, that's what I would say. So as I said at the beginning of the video, I reached out to you guys and asked you if you had any newborn hacks that you would like to share with me. So I'm going to share those with you as well, because some of them are really, really good. So I'm just going to read them off my phone right here. This is on Instagram, and if you're not following me on Instagram, by the way, first of all, you're missing out on a horrendous amount of Lawson baby spam, and second of all, just get on it. So I will leave my link to my Instagram down below, because there is a ridiculous amount of pictures of Lawson that are just gorgeous. So why wouldn't you want to see it? I don't know. Mrs. Kelly335 on Instagram says, my newborn hack would be, in the evening, prepare something for lunch and put it in the fridge for the next day. That way, if you've just spent an hour getting the baby to sleep, you only have to make it to the fridge to have instant lunch. This is amazing. I don't know why I haven't thought of this before. I'm definitely going to start doing this. Thank you so much. I have just been like struggling in my days, just like starving. Oh Hello Face on Instagram says, doing the hoovering when it's nap time sent him off to sleep every time. I need to do that. She also recommended to get a baby sling as well, because then you can kind of still get stuff done whilst you've got your baby and your baby is happy and probably sleeping because he's on you. So I definitely need to get one of those. I haven't got one and I need to get one. Teens Beans off of Instagram says, she sent me quite a few hacks actually. The first one is to put a clean nappy under the dirty one during changes. It makes for a quick swap, and it also, she said it also means when bub looks ready to tinkle, then you can just cover it in between wipes, which is very helpful with boys. I have had multiple wheeze in the face, so I'm definitely going to try this, and hopefully that will make less wee in my face. A rolled up blanket either side of the Moses basket. I haven't tried that, but I feel like you can buy all of these inserts, can't you, for like Moses baskets and things. Don't really want to spend money on that, because you can just put a rolled up blanket or a towel like over and make him more cozy. So I might try that. And finally, Stavey Westlow sent me an email, and she says that you can get these like support cloths for while you're in the bath, or for while your baby's in the bath. So basically you don't have to strain to like hold your baby up while they're in the bath. That's a great idea. We actually have like a seat that goes in the bath, which is amazing, so we don't have to actually hold him up at all. But if you're working with like a normal baby bath where like you do have to hold them while you're bathing them, that sounds amazing. So thank you so much to everyone who got in touch. I will definitely be trying some of those newborn hacks. I hope you found this video really helpful, and please comment down below if you've got any other newborn hacks that you would like to share with me, or postnatal hacks for me to help me feel better. Then yeah, do share them down below. I hope you really enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you did, and don't forget to hit subscribe down below if you're not already. I will leave all the links to my social media down below. I've got Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, so if you want Lawson spam and me spam and family spam, head over and I don't know, follow me. I will see you very soon, guys. I hope you have a very good rest of the weekend, and I will see you next week. Love you, bye.